Hey guys, it's Biz. I haven't done a video in over a week, and so I wanted to give you guys a little update about where I'm at. I am about 3 weeks into my wait time in the queue, and I've gotten a lot done in those 3 weeks. I've shopped a lot of deals. I think, like I've told you guys before, I've been doing a lot of research and shopping a lot of deals. As you can see behind me, I've got the dress form taken care of, which I found a really great deal on eBay with free shipping, so that was awesome. And it's currently sporting a new Carly that I bought myself, so I can't wait to wear that around. And I also found a really awesome deal on jet.com for some hangers. They only ended up sending me about half of what I ordered, and when I called them back about it, they had said that it was an advertising mistake that they made online. So they ended up refunding me half of my money. So unfortunately, that deal still isn't there. But it worked out well for me because I got a really great price per hanger deal. And so the rest of the hangers that I need, I'll still just go to Costco for, because that I found in all of my research from everywhere that they still have the best deal per hanger. They have a box of 35 hangers for $9.99. So if you have a Costco near you and you're watching this and you're in the queue, or you're wanting to sign up to be a LuLaRoe consultant, but you're kind of getting your all your information lined up first, if you have a Costco near you, definitely go there for your hangers, because I've price checked a bunch of different places and they still have the best deal. So I've got about a little over 400 hangers, and that will be good for my initial inventory when I get it. But I want to expand that a little bit over time. So I'll probably end up pretty soon going to Costco for more hangers. So I've got the dress form, I've got the hangers. My husband was really excited to research the lighting kit. So we do have a lighting kit now, and we're trying that out. He also found a DIY online for build your own like LED light ring. So he was really excited to make that and build that. So I just let him run with it. And it looks really awesome. It takes really good pictures. So we're excited to use that. Let's see what else. He got me he got us a new tripod because his old one was broken, and so he got some iPad and iPhone mounts for that. I'm really happy that I delegated to him the electronic kind of things in that category, because he's really great at researching those, and he really knows what he's looking for, so that worked out well for us. Some other things that I've done is the main thing that I really wanted to get done first before anything else, and I finally finished the draft of, is our business plan. And I really wanted to get that done to kind of, just put everything on paper and make it more real, get it out of my head and put it onto some paper, because this is for real what our business plan is gonna look like. And that's not to say it won't change. It's very much a living document. I want to update this as often as necessary. If we find something that we've written down in that business plan doesn't work for us and our business, then we'll take it out and we'll replace it with a new plan. Or if we find something else that really works better, we'll add it in too. So but it was really important to me to get down on paper what our financial plan was, how we're gonna take care of the initial investment, and in what time frame we're expecting to pay that off, what our monthly goals are as far as sales and income goes. Also, how much we plan on spending on overhead for extra supplies. And then we also have a plan for what we're going to do with our profit once we paid off the investment and once we get our inventory to a number that we feel comfortable with. Excuse me. So, and that very much plays into our why for, getting myself out of a current full-time job that I don't like, and but also that goes along with that is paying off some of our debt and bills that we have in order to make that a reality later on. So we've outlined all that in the business plan, and it really helps having that focus and where we need to be focusing our efforts and our time and our money on those goals. So that's really helpful. So I encourage you, if you are in the queue or if you're thinking about signing up for LuLaRoe and you're watching this, go ahead and draft that business plan. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to get it like notarized by lawyers. You don't have to have a team of people to help come up with it. Just search online for a business plan template and really just take the sections from that template that you think apply to you or you want to apply to you in your LuLaRoe business, and then just free form write the different goals that you want to have in each section. And it doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to be a place for you to record the goals that you want to accomplish, how you want to accomplish them, in what ways. We have a customer service plan in there. I've got a whole business flow of what happens from the time inventory is ordered to the time when customers receive their ship orders. That's just, outlines that I thought were important to add for me. So just go online and figure out whatever's important to you and what you want to add in there, and go ahead and add it in there, because it really does help to have it all typed out and written down. I've also gone on to LuLaRoe Custom and I've ordered some business cards, because I decided that even though I'm waiting, it's still a great idea to advertise my social media pages and my Facebook shopping sites and things like that. So as I'm wearing LuLaRoe out and about, I'll have those business cards to hand out to people if it comes up in conversation. If they notice my clothes and ask about them, then I have some place to direct them to my shopping page. So I did go ahead and do that. And the thing that has helped save me a lot, and this is probably showing up backwards for you guys because the way that I have the camera situated right now, but I found this really awesome to-do list pad at the Container Store. And I think I've told you guys before that I'm a list person. Like, I write down lists of things, and I write down lists of all the different to-do lists that I have. It's really ridiculous, but it helps me, and it helps me stay organized, because if I write it down, I have it somewhere and I'm less likely to, brain dump it later. I remember it better. And so this to-do list has a side for things to do and a side for things to buy, which I thought was really perfect for LuLaRoe, because we've got a list of supplies that we should invest in, or it's different for everybody. Some people start out really minimally, and some people go like with all the bells and whistles to start with, and that's your personal preference. But most of us start out with a list of, we need such and such number of clothing racks, we need so many hangers, we need a dress form, because that's important to us to display and picture our clothing. Some of us have bigger lists of supplies to buy from the beginning than others, and so my supply list has a little bit on there, but I've also categorized it into things that I need to buy right away, and then things that I want to save for later on. Like maybe down the road I might invest in that $200 Dymo label printer for shipping, but I don't think that it's necessary for my initial startup costs just yet. So that's all stuff that I've put down on that to buy section of the list. And so then as I think about it later, sometimes I've crossed things off the list and I'm like, I really don't need that, and I don't think that I'll want that in the near future, so I'll just cross it off. And if it comes up again, then I'll add it back on the list. And then on the to-do side, I've put things like, draft my business plan, which I've been able to check off. I've put things like we still need to assemble the beadboard backdrop for the photos that we're going to be taking in. So that's kind of just leaning up against the wall. It's not even been finalized with paint yet or anything like that. I still need to figure out what I want to do for signage. I still need to go on to LuLaRoe, mylularoe.com, and I need to print off all of the size cards and style cards and all the files that they have on there for approved images for us to use. I still need to go on there and do that. So that's just an idea of some of the things that I put on the to-do side of my list is things that I still need to research and things that I still need to get done. So that to-do list pad that I got from the Container Store has really helped me a lot because it's perfect for what I feel like I need to organize my things in. This is what I still need to buy, and this is what I still need to do. So that's helped me a whole lot. Other than that, I think I'm just still right now, the financing. We have figured out what we're going to do for financing, but what we're gonna do is put it on a credit card that we have a pretty high limit for, and then we're gonna turn around and do a 0% balance transfer on a different card that we have, because we get those offers pretty often, and so that seemed like the best way to go for us in our situation. But then I recently was mailed a Southwest credit card offer for 0% interest. So I went ahead and applied for it because we don't have like a really great rewards credit card anyway, and my family, if you don't know me, I'm in Texas, and my family is all the way in Maryland, Pennsylvania, or Florida between my parents and my two sisters. So I figured a Southwest credit card, getting points for purchases that I make, either for the business or for inventory purchases that I'll pay off right away, I thought that that would be a really good idea. So I'm currently waiting for that to get to me in the mail. And if I get my call for initial inventory before I get the card, then I'll just use our regular credit card and we'll do the balance transfer. But if I get it before I get the call, then we'll just go ahead and use that one, and so then we'll start earning those rewards right away. So that's kind of our plan. We don't have cash in the bank to shell out for the initial inventory right away, and not a lot of people do. A lot of people put it on credit cards, or a lot of people get personal loans. So we're kind of going the same route as most of everybody else has done, and it's 0% interest either way, so it's not gonna cost us a lot in extra interest or anything to do that. So we figured out the financing, which is, one of the biggest hurdles for anybody signing up. So we're glad we've got that done. I mentioned the business plan, which was a big priority of mine to get done. And then there was something else I think I'm forgetting. Just the if I haven't mentioned it already, this is obviously where the dress form and the background is. This is the Lula room that we've decided that we're going to dedicate to the inventory, which is also a big deal because a lot of people don't have space to put their inventory, and so we're fortunate enough to have an extra guest bedroom that doesn't get used too regularly, a handful of times throughout the year. So we figured that it stayed empty enough that we could afford to use it as our inventory room. The bed is still in here, so if you're, close friends or family and you're watching and you're like, well, where am I going to sleep? The bed is still in here. You'll just be surrounded by lots of beautiful clothes while you sleep, so don't worry about that. And I think that's it. That's some big things that we've gotten done. I'll end the video for now because it's approaching like 15 minutes, and that's just way too long. So I'll check back in with you guys probably next week, and we'll see what else I can check off the list. And if you guys have time, I've opened up my my Facebook VIP page from secret to closed, so now you can find me. It's LuLaRoe Biz Jones VIP on Facebook, so you can search that and click add or join the group, and I'll add you to the group. I'm not doing any active advertising just yet, but when I do start, you'll be in there and you'll be ready to see everything. You can also search LuLaRoe Biz Jones for my Facebook business page, and that will have a Shop Now link that will link you back to the VIP page. And you can also search for me on Instagram at LuLaRoe Biz Jones, and I'll post pictures. I do post pictures on there periodically of what I'm wearing and what I'm doing business-wise. And then also you can follow me on Periscope, which is where I will have some tips and tricks videos and some occasional live sales on there. So you can search on Periscope for LuLaRoe Biz Jones. And then also obviously this YouTube channel. So feel free to join those groups, follow me, share my groups with your friends who you might think enjoy some LuLaRoe, and then I'll check in with you guys later when I'm closer to getting my inventory, and I'll give you some updates along the way. Okay? Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.